and I can't see YouTube chat for some reason. Awesome. Hold on. I can't see chat right now because for some reason StreamerBot doesn't pick up YouTube chat. I hate technology. Oh, what? It doesn't want to pick up YouTube chat. Oh, fuck off, bro. I fucking hate technology. Give me a second. Why can't technology just work when I ask it to work? Fucking bullshit ass shit. I hate technology. Technology fucking sucks. OBS, work properly, please. There we go, now I can see both chats. Fuck this shit. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all good. I am tired but excited to play Monster Hunter Stories again. But yeah, shit just doesn't want to work. Like, for once, I cannot record while I stream, because usually I record the streams as I stream them. It doesn't work because my Google Drive hasn't been space again because my subscription expired and my credit card is blocked, so I cannot pay for Google Drive. So now I can't record or save WOTs right now. It fucking sucks ass. I don't know why nothing works right now. Everything is just absolute ass currently. I don't know why, but it is. Fucking hate it. The credit card. My debit card is blocked because there's fraud suspicion on it. Because apparently someone found my credit card info and used it or tried to use it to steal $1. And now it's just blocked until I call my bank, and I don't want to call them because I have phone anxiety. So now I can't pay for YouTube Premium, I can't pay for my Google Drive, I cannot pay my artist. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing. Also, my PayPal is blocked too because my ID expired. So yeah, I should actually do things. But I don't wanna. Adulting, am I right, guys? I have to call my bank, I have to go get a new ID made, a new passport. Was that time to see $1? I had something even dumber happen. Someone once stole my PlayStation account, and all they did was play Call of Duty on it. I don't even own Call of Duty, so they used their own legal copy of Call of Duty and played it on my account. That's even more dumb. I guess the $1 was just to check if the card works. But yeah, someone once stole my PlayStation account and used it. Or didn't even use it, just played Call of Duty by being logged into my account. So now there's Call of Duty in my play history. I don't even own the game. I don't own a single Pew Pew game. Probably was some dumb kid or whatever. And people are so dumb. But yeah, anyway, we play Monster Hunter Stories today after almost 6 weeks of not playing it. Because I need to grind. By the way, the grinding I did in like 2 days. But I already decided on getting into Rise, so yeah. But we're gonna finish the post game. I don't know if we finish it all today or next week, but we might finish the entire post game today. So yeah. That's the plan. But yeah, I can't do money currently. At least online, like I can still do money because I use an app for that. But yeah, I can't do anything money related online currently. Which is kind of cringe, but it be like that. So set up for more grinding. Okay. Basically, I just leveled everything up, got everything better skills, and used the fucking nutrients on most of them. Like me and Kuroboka have max defense, nutrients, Rafa, and I think Teostra and Kushala have max attack. I don't think I did anything with the Kirins, but whatever. First thing we go to just a town real quick to get my hearts back. If we do tower. Also, I forgot this game is quite a shit. Oh yeah, equipment. I have maxed Uragan Horn and max Uragan Armor because it's really good. So yeah. I still don't know why there's so many tower checkpoints. Yeah, let's go. Oh, hi, Uragan. Perfect. I forgot the songs. Technical riot. We're on the floor 31. Okay, yeah. But no, 42 is really good. So we're gonna try to get that going. Oh, increase battle speed, please. This is Stories 1. I only played 23. Yeah, this is Stories 1. Okay, and now we can actually do shit. can you do your fucking power attacks, please? Of course, I go technical. Fuck off. Yeah, we're right. Detonating, sure. Ouch. That is barely anything. Because I'm max level now. But I did all the grinding in like 2 days, so I didn't need to delay the post game by 6 weeks. Should we play once a night? Yeah, do that. There's just a lot of quality of life missing. What level are you? My rider is 791, Raph at 799. That's where we're at. Because the game kinda kicked my ass and I just wanna finish it. Wait, I thought I was targeting Oregon. Whatever. Oh, he's dead and now we have to kill a rock. But aside from Teostra and Kushala, everyone is max level. But they level so slowly I couldn't be bothered to get them to level 99 as well. Oh, 𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕𝘠. Kezu! My guy! Except in game facility. Oh yeah, this is post game. I probably should have healed, but whatever. Whatever. Do we get more Series 3 content soon? It would be cool. Well, that the owner of the spider is from the Kezu. Yeah, I know. Which makes this kinda weird that Kezu is helping 𝘕𝘪𝘯𝘕. It's kinda weird. Kezu, what are you doing? Kezu is doing Kezu things true. To be fair, Kezu is blind, so he probably just doesn't see it. I think it's being held hostage, clearly. Imagine. Oh, good fire breath. Oh, I forgot the fucking quick time events. They're so annoying, I'm glad they got rid of them. Wait, this spider had the skin of Kezu on, so the Kezu thought it was another of its kind. Do you really think Kezu is that stupid? Probably, it's a penis. Let's go. The no thoughts in that head, only hunger. True. Hey, Narky. Narky and Barov, okay. Of course you go power, fuck off. Fucking whore. There we go. Ouch. Get fucked. And Barrow is now power type, sure. Don't really give a shit. I wanna get rid of Nagakoga. You know what, fuck it. Let's go boom on Narky. Boom. Oh, you're speed type again, okay. Ouch. Can you stop throwing shit? It's kinda rude. You know you wanted to, you lose Marses when you take the chance and if you don't. Yeah, I know that. I played through 3, I just skipped the story, so once I stream that game, I don't get story spoilers. Tower got the memories. Rafa, can you not die, please? That would be kind of cringe. But E3 added a lot of quality of life that the other games didn't have. Get fucked. Boom. Another one. Boom. Somehow this was an A rank, okay. Sure. I'm gonna do it. I found a safe way to get a chance. But must have been free that did find a way. Yeah, I don't want any spoilers or whatever. Anything relevant to free that isn't gameplay. I played through the game, but I skipped literally everything else. Every piece of dialogue and so on, I skipped. Because I didn't want spoilers, but I wanted to play the game. Ooh, Ash Ravelos. Do we also see Pink Raffian? Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? It's being the game thing fair, but still. Critical up, that is mean. Oh, fuck off. Just do your speed thing. Come on, Raffian. There we go. And then I want to make a potion. I should probably switch to a monster, but I just don't care. Ouch. Come on. Critical up is so evil. You should aim Rafa to stop attacking. I am doing that. They still attack. But yeah, I will probably be better off if I switch to Kieran, but Kieran is so frail. So I don't like that. Do a speed attack. Thank you. My god. Was that so fucking hard, Raffian? Dumb bitch. This piece of evil, yeah, kinda. Can you chill? My god. Oh, you're gonna go power attack. There we go. Okay. Good. I'll get them to level 29 so fast. What do you mean so fast? It took a while. It's by killing barrel felines. That's literally all it is. Oh, I fucking died. Bro! By the way, if I can't beat the tower with the sets I have on my monsters right now, I don't care to finish post-game. Because this was a lot of work. Will attack up, sure. But if I actually wanted to play optimally, I wouldn't have Rafa, I would have Silver Rathalos instead. Because Silver Rathalos is just so much better than Rafa. And it's kind of sad. Vital Essence. I should have far more Vital Essence actually. Because I don't have that many. Everything is best, I guess. Oh, barrel feline. Let's kill it. Go boom. Yay! And that's how we grind it. Hi, Sandberry off. And Brute Tigrex, fuck off. Why? Can you just chill? They do so much damage. By the way, after Bulky's armor you can have, and I gave the rider 10 defense nutrients. By the way. Okay, here, actually switch. Let's switch to Kushala. Kushala to Kushala things. There we go. Of course I fucking missed. Playing some For You online right now. Does the For You online still work? I didn't know that still worked. Or is it through community servers? Because I know those exist. Custom servers, okay, that makes sense. When I get to stream the older Monhan games, should I stream them through custom servers? Would you guys play with me if I did that? Because I do have a modded 3DS. Then would have thought that using Elder Dragons is kind of good. But sadly I do not have a 3 days in long. Damn. I have like 10 of those. Like legitimately. Be with capture cards. Oh, fuck off. Tigrex, can you fucking chill, bro? No 3 days anymore, damn. Let's go. What I thought that Elder Dragons are kind of good. Crazy. But yeah, I think it's just Kushala time. Which I still had mine, damn. What a novel thought. The 3DS library is so good. Like, so good. Red Castle! The castle looks even more like a penis. This many years. Wonder how it runs. I only touch my 3DS if I stream. But the library was so good. I played a lot of 3DS. Especially because, you know, the Wii U didn't have much to offer. That's also kind of a big reason why I'm so attached to 3DS. But 3DS was so good. Sure, Nightmare's Castle would look if they bring it to Wilds expansion. So future 100 with extremely high detailed models. Oh god. Unironically, I would love that. Like super veiny and shit, right? Like honestly, a castle in Rise already looks like super veiny and shit. How could they make it even worse? Is my question. Of course, the butt mouth. Yes, the butt mouth. Is it like a Icarus Uprising never got a port? The top 3 of 3DS games. I could see Uprising getting a port for the Switch too, because of mouse controls. Since Uprising was a stylus game, right? A touchscreen game. It would work so well on the Switch too with the mouse controls. Unless they're cowards. Also an actually good version of, like a still intact version of the online mode will go really crazy. I wouldn't play Kid Icarus Uprising online, but it will go crazy. Because I hear it was fuck off. I heard that the Uprising Online was really fun. For those that enjoy those kind of games. I should really stream Uprising at some point. Because it's so funny. But I'm gonna embarrass myself by playing Uprising on easy mode because I'm not good at those kind of games. It's gonna be embarrassing. Come on, just let me do my level 3 ult. I just blasted on Castle. Boom. Let's go. We do honestly pretty well right now, I think. Except with the raps. That was bad. Let's see stories appreciated. Stories is great. Oh, let me guess. Diablos and Black Diablos, both at the same time, right now. Of course. Ugh. Ooh, dropping a Cyclone, that's good. Okay, I just want my defense up and then we can actually use the appropriate skills. Holy shit, can you chill? My god. It is so the power couple tower with how many combinations it has. Yeah. Bro. Can you fucking chill, dude? My god. The bitches need to chill. Rebels has never been known for chill. Yeah, I know. Why is an herbivore so aggressive? Like, come on. Almost this one's gonna knock me down. Oh, actually. Oh, that's perfect, actually. Boom! Big damage on both. But now I need to fucking heal. Whatever's being aggressive is kinda right. But not if they look like this. Then the actual natural explanation for herbivore aggression. No, I know. It's either run or kill the attacker before it kills you. I know it's like that. But my god, bro. Just calm the fuck down. There we go, she calmed the fuck down. Herbivore aggression is funny because people think, oh, herbivore, it's harmless. And then that's how they get injured more than from a predator. It's so funny. They comment death. Good. Uh-huh. Okay. Hello, bitch. The herbivore are so much more aggressive. Yeah, because they have to live in constant fight or fight. 2 Karens! Can you fuck off? Oh, look, a Hans. Yeah, it is a Hans. But yeah, I see so many videos of people approaching like small cute animals. And then the animal moves. And they panic. It's so funny. Breaking in the Roshikir? No. Oh, the dragon that totally looks like a dragon. But yeah, I know you are speed types. To no one's surprise. God, takes so little damage. I should probably switch to something better. Like Kurupeko. Trust. I trust in my bird. You can see the health bars. Yeah, because I fought a few before. Sleepbird, yeah. Silly Bird is fully spec'd in defense, by the way, so he can survive some shit. Fuck off. I'm the resident store isn't sure I'm aware of how the health bars work. Yeah. I was just saying. Can you stop being technical, you dumb horse? Okay, I have to throw out my attack. Fuck off, dude. Oh, let's try the Ostra. This special reading attack should be called it a pickle. Would be funny. Oh, actually using a power monster is not smart. Kushala! Bro! Can you fucking chill, dude? Tripling the weight here. Yeah. I don't know what the best monster in this game is, but Kushala feels like top contender. Because my god, is Kushala good? Also, Kushala looks really good in this game. I love how it looks in this art style. Horses, can you chill? Fuck off! Like, seriously, fuck off. I know Karen is fast, but holy shit, can you stop? My god. Oh my god. Make you a Kieran hater, whether you like it or not. It seems like it. Yeah. You just have to ball, I guess. Fucking Karen. I love Karen's design, but why did they do this to me? I should probably just let it drip, because it's gonna be faster. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it drip. It's gonna knock me down. You fucking whore. You absolute fucking whore. I can't do anything. Fuck the tower. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck you, tower. Just fuck you. Why is everyone crippled? Well, it's just a cat. What else would he be except crippled? Okay, fuck it. Let's just do these, I guess. Okay, oh no, he has a few extra chromosomes. I need to beat him up and put him in a gas store. No, it just gets hit by all the monsters. It's maximum min-maxing. Yeah, fuck that shit. Like, I enjoy this game, but grinding in this game is so shit. Like, legitimately, I hate grinding in this game. Grinding in this game is absolutely horrible. It's just often these games. Grinding is totally fine in Stories 3, but Stories 1, horrible. And I haven't played Stories 2 yet, so I wouldn't know there. They did it somewhat better. Yeah, I hope so. That's what sequels are supposed to do. Why is Silver Rathalos? The lingering glow. Ouch. That kind of fucking hurts. Let's switch it to Astra. This game, but it sure has aged. And it could be better. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Again, it's incredibly impressive. Yeah, but games like these I don't want to play on my fucking phone. Didn't Stories 3 post game? So fun when you need to farm invasive monsters. I mean, they're like almost super bosses, so it makes sense. Is it a post game? It doesn't. Yes, it does. Well, technically it doesn't, but it does. Like getting all the elder dragons and beating all the invasive monsters and so on. It does have post game stuff. Oh, but it said a post game grind. If you really want to do everything. Because like the elder dragons are harder than the final boss. So I would consider that post game. Three big bones for now, yeah. I heard there's gonna be updates, but yeah. This up with Ref has fed us on my team for all of it. There are 2 games where I can drop him. As soon as in the boss fair, technically end game. You can never get the pass after the credits. This is back before the final upload. Yeah, I said not in a, like the technical sense post game. But in quotation marks, end game content is harder than the final boss. So I consider it post game. Because you wouldn't do those before finishing the game. It's just semantics. To me, anything that's more difficult than a final boss is post-game. Because most RPGs just set you a save point before the final boss when you reload a finished save. Yay! Let's go! I say I don't care for the X anymore. We just leave. I forgot this doesn't have environmental music. It's just quiet and uncomfortable. Crabs. But I'm so excited to hunt the crabs once we get to Sunbreak. The crabs are so silly. Oh, it's just a 𝘬𝘴𝘦, okay. Sure. Just a high rank 𝘬𝘴𝘦, let's go. The Indomitable. Imagine this actually being the hardest fight in the game. It would be so funny. It's a favorite crab. The one you fight very early in Frontier. I forgot the name, but I like that one a lot. The blue, it's orange. Frontier, yeah. Like, was literally the first hunt I did in Frontier. Like, literally the very first monster I hunted in that game. Let's go. Icon, someone's yes, that one. It has really cute armor, which is a big reason why I like it. And also, it's a really cool crab. I just now noticed that fucking rock, that rock pillar in the lake looks like an ice cream cone. I just now noticed that. That right in front of me, that's just an ice cream cone. How did I not notice that? Do I have to try Frontier? Yes, you do. There's some really cool monsters. I should really play Frontier again, but I also kind of don't want to. Hi, Sam Trios. How about you run away? Goodbye. Definitely didn't enjoy it at all. Like MMOs in general. I mean, it isn't like, I know it's an MMO, but it doesn't really feel like an MMO. It just feels like what Monhan is now. Now a lobby with a lot of other players that can join you on a 4-player hunt. It's just what Wilds is. Like in MMO-ness. It's not that big of an MMO. Also, the online though is just pure MMO. And hi Orochi Kirin, how you doing? Project tips of endgame stuff. Ice over area span, that was not fun. Yeah, that's fair. A bit of Outlanders. Outlanders would be a good game if it wasn't phone only. The game looks really good. It looks very good, but I can't with fucking touch controls. Monhan is not a touch control type game. I like all the good gachas like Genshin and so on and Sinistro or whatever. Wuthering Waves, and so on. They all are playable on PC and console, which is why they're actually good games. But no, it's stuck on phone only with shitty touch controls. As someone who has overcome a legit gacha addiction, yes, gacha is stupid, predatory, and even worse than real gambling because you don't even have a chance to get money back. You just gamble if you get the DLC, basically. That's what gacha is. This is trash. It just looks pretty, but it has something going on. I think it can be a fun time waster. You know, like what mobile games are supposed to be. Because like a hunt takes like 5 minutes or so. So I see the appeal in that because that's something I would definitely enjoy. But gacha and touch controls, nah. That's stupid. I'm still gonna try it when it comes out. But just, bro, nah. Cringe ass game. If it doesn't get a PC and console version, it's gonna get shut down in like a year or so. Trust. But like in general, it looks really good and it looks fun from what from the gameplay I've seen. God, why is it a phone-only gacha? Also, I keep saying this, but high-fidelity games on phone is fucking stupid. Who wants to play a mobile game that drains their battery in like half an hour? Like, why? Why would you ever do that? Like, now it's fun without too much gacha. The disgusting amount of taste I need to get the high rank weapons. Fair. Thank you for the stretch. Hi, listen, how you doing? But yeah, I don't understand why people want a constant experience on a phone when a phone can't even handle that shit. I know how Genshin and such are playing on a phone, but Outland pretty much plays itself. I wouldn't say that it plays itself. Oh, fuck off, Kirin. Like, who wants a mobile game that just drains their battery like crazy? That makes just no sense to me. Many people tell me I just get 𝘔𝘰𝘯𝘵 on phone. I just imagine my phone burning up and blowing out DBC style. Already burns with just Twitter. Yeah, like, even handheld consoles nowadays, like the Switch, the Steam Deck, and so on, they have a battery life of max 3 hours or so, depending on the game. And those are made to play games. Phones cannot handle that shit. As much as I did like some of the combat in Ever Crisis, it's like, you want anything good, better break out the wallet. Yeah. That's how they get you. Also, character designs in gachas are just amazing. That's also how they get you. Like, you get... First of all, power creep is a thing, because if the new characters aren't better than the old ones, you don't gamble. But they look incredible. They have new interesting movesets, depending on the game. And so, that's just how they get you. That's how you end up like me and spend like $400 on gacha games every month. That's how it happens. Little money, yeah. PCs. Mine is designed for gaming. They have not seen one for phones. Yeah. Also, I just lost. I just cannot beat Elder Dragons, I guess. I just can't. I just cannot beat Elder Dragons. I think trying to play the postgame for this game was a mistake. No, wait, I want sleep. To be fair, it is a Kirin. To be fair, I spent days grinding this game. I would have good sets of my monsters and shit, but I guess not. Like, Drizzle tried to put out a massive battery cell phone. Look very silly with how thick the phone was. Honestly, I'd rather have thicker phones than phones that have like 1 hour battery life and break with a hard breeze. Like we have nowadays. Because shit is stupid. Tech sucks nowadays. It's just absolute ass. I switched to my phone, the battery drainer. And my tablet is a little too crazy right now, at least right. Damn. Button box is almost full now. That doesn't happen well. That happens to me like once a day. The only game I ever played on phone is 7GB and this was Pixel Dungeon. What is Pixel Dungeon? Okay, you know what? Fuck. The post game is too difficult for how much you need to grind for it. So we're just gonna encounter the super boss. Summon Volcano. Okay. I'm not gonna beat him, probably, but I just wanna experience him. Okay, but you see, I don't like roguelikes. The only roguelike I ever enjoyed was, Emerald Rogue, which is a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack, and it's really good. And I hope they make a third version when Gen 10 drops. Big class and try to make it to the bottom of the... Yeah, I know how roguelikes work, yeah. Okay, volcanoes. But here's the exit, I think. Yeah, that's the exit. Rex eat it, but it was popular in my school, so I tried it. Fair. Really do have a great team, but Kieran will always be a pain regardless. So getting around it. Okay, I guess. You guys seem to either be you get a good one or have nothing good for you. Fair. Okay, I just want to experience a super boss. We're not gonna defeat him. But can I really say I played the game when I don't experience a super boss? Watch me beat him first try. Nope, you're Tostra. Don't want to bother with you. You're him. It's him. Oh my god, I is something beginning with Emma. They're on a pause. Okay. Hello. Hello, Fatalis. What's up, homie? It's Fatty. Yes. It's Fatty. It would be so funny if I could actually beat him first try. There's a black dragon himself here. Ouch. Ah, shit. Vtalis looks really good in this game. I see most monsters look really good in this art style. Okay, fuck it, we blast. Then we switch Monsty to Teostra because you can resist his attacks. For the most part. But I only need 32 more of them. Bro. Have fun, eh? The fuck is Skyforce? So if Vtalis wants it to be, I guess, yeah. Ouch, ouch. Fuck off, bro. Of course I died to burn. Why wouldn't I? Ouch. Sure. Tail sweep, ouch. Okay, cool. I think I should use my Vital Essence. Just maybe. Skyforce is gonna hurt. Ouch. Oh, Skyforce is just an Omni debuff. Wow. Fuck that shit, actually. Of course he kills me. Yeah. I cannot beat Elder Dragons. I just can't. So what do we do now? Is the question. Vitalis being Vitalis. Fair, I guess. Or the stories too. We did hunt this Raffles new armor. No. Oh, Dan wants something higher. Oh, I did a thing, I guess. Cool. Shut up, dude. Ah, stupid. I think we could at least beat the tower, but I'm not gonna deal with 2 Kirins, no. I can't even beat a singular Kirin. I thought I grinded enough. I just thought, you know, grinding like 20 levels would be enough, you know? I need to do more grinding and optimizing this game than I need in fucking Octopath. Stupid. Stupid. You're just a kind of monster, unfortunately. Well, I can't wait to hunt Kirin World once we get to that. We get my revenge there, I guess. Yeah. Well, at least I enjoy Kirin now, so that's something, right? Like, I was thinking of grinding for the Platinum Trophy in this game, but no. I just cannot be asked to do this level of grinding. Look how fucking large he is. He looks really good in his art style. But hey, at least I encountered every single monster. That's something. That's something, right? Maybe get the itch to go back and go fight the mechanic. Yeah, definitely. But this is gonna be a shitty VOD to watch for the VOD watchers. I have an idea what we can do. Hold on. You know what we can do. We can actually do something. So this stream isn't a total waste. But yeah, maybe in a few years I feel like playing this game again, but yeah. I gotta grab something real quick. PC do the thing, thank you. I have a funny little idea we can do. Wrong button. Oh yeah, I need to look up some music. I need music, but I want the Monhan music. Putting on some Monhan lo-fi. And you're on the main screen. Yeah, because a post game is not fun. I would need to grind like for days on end to actually be able to beat the post game, and I just can't be asked. So instead, since Stories has been my first exposure to a lot of monsters, why not make a tier list on which ones I like? Like, not just in the context of stories, just in the context of the monster. Like design and all that, and vibes and shit. You know? Because for those who don't know, I only played Wilds, and by now I'm a little bit into high rank in Rise. So this was my first exposure to a lot of old gen monsters. So I think this could be fun. So we have the gold tier, the awesome tier, the cool tier, the neutral tier, and the ew tier. Sound good, sound good. I forgot this fucker's name. What is this monster's name? I forgot the first one's the Ankylosaurus thing. Aptodon? Or what was it? Apsaros. Okay. You know what just happened? Kieran is getting the ill treat. But no, I judge them just as a monster design lover, not just in the context of the game. Again. Wait, this is just monsters. I want all monsters, not just monsters. I guess we just do monsters. Okay. What's the point doing? It was DLC for the 3DS version. Okay, Apsaros. I don't give a shit about you. I think you're cool. You're funny. Apsaros is kind of awesome. I know in the last Rise stream I clowned on him for just being a bear. But I like Azeroth a lot. He's cool. Very off. Kind of neutral, honestly. I don't really give a shit. And you're even worse. Send very off. Lala's incarnate. Yes, Bella's incarnate. Baroff, I fucking hate you, Jade Baroff. You get a little bit of an edge because your eyes, you're cooler. People defeat Vitize with love. Yeah, some people are stupid. Some people have no time. Or have all the time to grind in this game. Imagine doing that. What's the beauty about games like these, like Monster Tamer games? You can do whatever you want with whatever monster you want, because that's how these games work. But serious. Because of Rise, I actually like you a bit more. And you're just prettier, so I like you more. Like Riverseries more. Brachydios. You're honestly awesome. I like you. Oh, like you're just nothing. Cephadrome. I like the silly fish. I like the silly fish. He has nothing going on in his head, and I like that. Kongalala, you're fine. I have bias on you because of Wilds, but you're still neutral. I have no opinion on him. Same with you. The angry pickle is cool. But I find it more annoying than cool. It was such a bother when we entered the final area of the game. He legit pissed me off. Diablos, I honestly don't like Diablos that much. I like Kongolala more. Like Diablos is a bit cooler because it's just a horny woman. Epona, you don't matter. You go just at the end. Same with the other collab monsters. Okay. Gendrome, you are boring as shit. You're just Velocidrome but green. Glavenus, really fucking cool. I love Glavenus. Glavenus is awesome. Glavenus goes fucking hard. A Baggy. If I didn't play Rise, I would say Baggy is just as boring as Gendrome. But because I know better now, I actually like him. Shaggy, same deal. It's not in Rise, but I like him a bit more than other Raptors before Berserus. There we go. Play Pookie Goat. Biggest MJ show is wild. Well, I really like the Baggy. Also, Baggy looks really good in stories. It looks really good. Gravios. I fucking hate Gravios because of Wilds. Because he's so anti-glaive, and I'm a glaive main, so fuck him. Black looks kinda cool, and I didn't have any pain with him yet until expansion probably, so I put you, I don't know, up here. Slightly higher just because he looks cooler. Chips Ross, you're kinda annoying as shit. You go down here, same with purple Chips Ross. Edrom, you're ugly as sin, you go to the bottom. Kitchen Watcher, I like the silly monkey. You can go up here, and Ash Kitchen Watcher is a bit higher. Kazu, absolute goat. Red Kazu, absolute goat. Kieran. If if stories was my only experience with Kirin, it would be in a tier below you. But because I enjoy Kirin a lot in now, it goes up to here. Oh, she Kirin can fuck off though. Kushala is kinda very awesome behind Clavinus. The Chia Chris kinda awesome. Because behind Kushala. Ari is just less cool than Chia Chris. I like the coloring more, but it's just less interesting. The Gombi, I would like more if I didn't have to hunt him in mainline. So he goes to neutral, behind Kirin. No, above Kirin. The loot drops, they're fine, they're cool. I like the coloration of purple loot drop more though. The bookie in gold tier, I like it. The only drum I personally like is Great Macau. I don't even know what the normal Macau looks like. But Great Macau looks good, yeah. Monobloss. I fucking love Monobloss just design-wise. So they go up here, Nargi. When we played Rise, I said that Nargi I'm kind of neutral on, but I start to really like Nargi. And I like green more than black Nargi. Narcilla is kind of awesome. But not as cool as Kachawacha. And Shredder is kind of cooler. Popo, I fucking love Popos. Popos are fucking awesome. I fucking love Popos. We all know where Kurupeko and Crimson Kurupeko are gonna go. Kurupeko is just my favorite monster now. It's just my all-time favorite monster currently. I fucking love the silly bird. Rashang is kind of whatever, I don't give a shit. I just don't like monkeys that much. Takachi because he's silly as shit and such a weird, crazy design, so I kinda have to love him. Raffles is honestly kinda boring. Azure's kinda more boring. I like Silver more though. I like Raffian more than Rathalos. Gold is cool. Pink is a better color than green. Sergio is one of my favorite monsters. Do I like it more than Kesu? I think I like Sergio more than Kesu. The funny thing is I never hunted the Rashang. My only exposure to Rashang is MH Now, where it takes like 10 seconds to beat one, and Stories 1, where it takes like 2 turns to beat one. Because I don't like the Ostra a lot. I would say behind Gravios. I just don't like lions. And it's just a very basic Manticore. Tigrex, I kinda don't give a shit. I like it more than Diablos though. Molten is less cool, but I like Brute more. Uragan is kinda whatever. The story games really make me like Velocidrome. Like, really make me like Velocidrome. Yangaruka is really cool. I like Yangaruka a lot. Grizzly birds are gold tier. Of course! Yangaruka is kinda whatever. Like it more than Diablos though. Samtress is kinda awesome. goes right here. 𝘕𝘪𝘸 is cool. But let's go snarky. 𝘔𝘕𝘠 is even cooler, yeah. There we go. That's my tier list based on vibes. How much I like the monsters. Pepe isn't good. Pepe? Where do I see a Pepe? What do you mean PP? But it's just purely based on vibes. I'm trying to disconnect post in some of my tier lists. I get in some. Why? I literally don't give a shit what's on your tier list. You could put my goats in the bottom tier and I wouldn't give a single shit. But the English name was Popo. Oh, Popo. Yeah, Popo is awesome. Okay, so now that's valid. It's like it's valid for me to put like Teostra in bottom tier. Because it's just bullshit opinions that don't matter. This all this, sure. I'd use the German name Pepe. Fair. I haven't played games in German in like a decade. I just play in English. Do you think when 𝘔𝘴𝘦 gets in wilds, it's gonna be wrinklier than ever before? Or bigger than ever before, more veiny and pulsing? It makes squishy noises as he walks now. Please, yes! Make him as phallic as possible. Yes. Also so amazing. Cherish and love, talk to your family and super duper. Okay, sure. 𝘔𝘴𝘦, my beloved. Yes. But a kind of weird way to end the story's playthrough. I guess. But yeah. It'd be like that. Let's search if there are kids who has for Monsanto fans. Oh, I'm sure there are. Hold on. Kids who hats. There is a 𝘔𝘴𝘦 hat on Redbubble. And it's just an image of a 𝘔𝘴 on a kissing booth, I think. It's a 𝘔𝘴 having a kissing booth. I approve. Wait, what? Yeah. If you search 𝘔𝘴 hat and go to Google Images, it shows a bunch of Redbubble images. The 𝘔𝘴 beanie. Yes! Please! Absolutely. Today was such a nothing stream. But it still is a nothing stream. Some streams just be like that. But yeah, I need more Monhan merch. I would like a Monhan bag that I can use for grocery shopping. I love practical merch, but I need proper Monhan merch. My streams are good at chill vibes. I appreciate it from time to time. Yeah. I think you Korean stories games just make everyone stay worse. Like, sure. Stories 2 has a fun. Honestly, Stories 2 I might just not bother with the post game. I just might not bother. Because yeah, I know this case with plushies. There's like a really round one. There's one that's basically just a mouth and looks like a flashlight. There's one of, but yeah, there's one of the stupid egg ones. I love the egg plushies, by the way. They're so stupid. But yeah, I want a bunch of Monhan plushies. Should I put my Monhan plushies on Throne so you guys can buy them for me? Should I do that? I don't use my Throne like at all. The Postgame Stories 2 on Rage Gaming. It's similar to... Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. But I gotta play the game because it looks really pretty. But your plan still stands. We're gonna finish Rice Break, and after that, I'm gonna start Stories 2. And after Stories 2, we're gonna play Worldborn. After Worldborn, I'm gonna play Stories 3. That's basically Saturday set for like the rest of the year and probably half next year. Should have to have the egg plushies. The egg plushies are so puntable. I love them. They're funny. Like, I want a collection of the ones with the big heads. I forgot their name. There's a whole collection of those and I want them. A PC or console? Console. I can't do PC games. Sadly, I cannot stream PC games. Otherwise, I would also probably play Rise on PC. But if we're gonna play the PlayStation version of World. Imagine crossplay, right, guys? Any update I missed on World? Been a while since I played that. I'm assuming you played when Vitalis came out because that was the final update, right? Will happen one day. What? Streaming PC games? No, it will never happen. Because to be able to stream PC games, I would need a second PC. And I don't have that money. Oh, crossplay? No. There's crossplay in Wilds. And the thing is, you can't just patch in crossplay in games that aren't made to be crossplay from the ground up. This I played was like Wasn't Vitalis added like 4 or 5 years ago? But yeah. was added to consider on October 1st, 2020. Ah, okay. But now, good question. I guess we just yap. I guess we just yapping now. Well, we have Monahan Lo-Fi playing. Because we still have over an hour of stream time left. Ah. With a good bit of yapping. Yeah, we just need something to yap about. Also, I'm totally not just casually checking what Pocket Clicker is doing because I have Pocket Clicker running in the background. Ah. Go with a topic. Aims for the next RAM game. That it's good and that it doesn't lead to another meltdown of the community. Either Pokemon game? Yes. It has everything up to Gen 8. So to Galar. And I'm in Alola right now. I have to grind for the Alola E4. I'm excited for Fortune Sweet, but I'm worried how that it's another game set in 3 houses. Because 3 houses absolutely ruined any conversation about Fire Emblem. It ruins the Fire Emblem community for me. 100%. It's for a good chance to... I just hope they make one concise route. Because 3 houses was ruined by it. By multiple routes. It absolutely ruined 3 houses. What does it ruin it? I didn't look of that. 3 houses has 4 routes. And most people only played one with whoever of the lords they found the sexiest. So conversation about the game is very stupid because most people only have context from the one route they played. So that's why Flouse's discourse is so absolutely stupid and toxic and whatever. Because people didn't actually play the entire game. But I played the entire game in 1 week. When it came out. I binged through all 4 routes. Like the route split kinda worked better in Fates. Because Perfect and Conquest were sold as separate games. So there was the idea that, oh, I have to play both. But 3 houses is 4 routes in 1 game. That was just too much. It's worth playing. It is worth playing, absolutely. It is still a good game, but I think it's a bad Fire Emblem game. That's my opinion. Good game overall, but bad Fire Emblem game. It's so biased, you can't even talk about lore. Because it's split and spread between routes. It's so hard to even talk about specific villains without confusing art. Yeah. It's just stupid. Honestly, the best Three Houses gave us is Three Hopes. Which is just better than Three Houses in every way. The Warrior spin-off is a better game. It just is. Split Conquest. Pinches. Splitting my girlfriend's perfect playthrough. That is valid. Like, the few route splits that they did early on worked really well. Like, Sacred Stones route split works really well. 𝘕𝘏 or Shadows of Valentia's route split works really well. Fates, I think, works pretty well for considering its Fates. But they just dropped the absolute ball when it comes to Three Houses. Like, Azure Moon is definitely, I think, the only route it should have been if I had to choose one, because it makes the most sense narratively. Crimson Flower has its merits, but Silver Snow and Verdant Wind have no purpose. They're literally the exact same, except different characters, and like the final few maps are different. That's it. Actually, I think it's literally just the final map is different. But they're absolutely worthless. Claude has no purpose in the story. He's just there to be a sexy man and that's it. Overall, I just think as a farming game, Three Houses is very mid or even below mid. But as an overall game, it's really good. It's just not what Fire Emblem is supposed to be. I want more games like Engage. The funny upside down man, yeah. But it really should have just been a 2-route split between Azure Moon and Crimson Flower, that's it. And even then, I think Crimson Flower is absolute garbage. It's written so badly. Also, I just hate 𝘕𝘏𝘏. 𝘕𝘏𝘏 makes no sense to me as a pro tag. Even though I love Golden Tears, I will admit narratively it is not the strongest. Like a group of people who were on a trip suddenly were forced to be part of a sort. Yeah. And like in the other routes, Claude is just like, oh, you beat me here, have my country. And that's it, then he's out of the story. That's his entire role in a post time skip in the other 3 routes. It's, bro, why? While in Three Hopes, it actually makes more sense to be there. He actually has a role to play in Three Hopes, even if it's still a pretty distant one. But he makes more sense in that game. But the Fire Emblem discourse has gone to absolute shit because Three Houses is not a good Fire Emblem game. And then people just never talked about Engage, which is actually a good Fire Emblem game. It's so annoying. Engage was really good. But yeah, Fortune Sweep is just gonna be free houses too. I hope it doesn't have route splits. And I just don't want to bother with the community. You may have noticed that I don't really do Fire content right now. And Fortune Sweep is the reason, by the way. Because I don't want to track the Fire Emblem community right now. Because the Fire Emblem community is full of shit and I hate it. I'm still gonna play Fortune Sweep on release, but I just don't want to bother with the Fire Emblem community. Because they're really bad and toxic when it comes to free houses. It's gonna be bad. By the way, that's also a reason why I want to play Rise first before the World. Because for some reason, 5th leaders are so fucking annoying. When I was talking about how I want to play Rise, right? The fighters have been so fucking annoying that I should play World instead. Like, not on stream, but I watch Monan videos and commented often under them how excited to play Rise and shit. And there's always at least one person who's like, oh, you should play World instead. World is an actually good game, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, this just turned me off from wanting to play World. That's why I wait on World. Because I don't want to attract those people. Guys, I know you guys sometimes for help for farming. Do we also have to nerf themselves for off-stream hunts? Oh, absolutely not. I don't give a shit about off-stream. Don't give a single shit about it. I just want my first experience with a quest to be, you know, natural. Yes, that Rise is much more classic Monan World. I notice a parallel between Monan and Fire Emblem, and it's pretty funny. Like, we have World, who changed how Monan works. Completely modernized it, changed a lot of things and shit. And it attracted a lot of new players. Fire Emblem Free Houses. It modernized the franchise in a way that hasn't been seen before. It changed a lot of things, how things works. And it attracted a lot of new players. Then come Rise and Engage. More colorful, more classic, more arcadey or whatever. More casual. And people who came new to the series through the more modernized game absolutely hated and shit on it endlessly. And then comes Wilds and Fortune Sweep, who are pretty much the previous modernized game that brought in a lot of new viewers, but part 2. So I see a lot of parallels there. Them happened to me, people telling me to play World instead of Rise. I don't even mention I only have a Switch. Then they won't bother me anymore. I remember one person told me buy a PS5. Yeah, just buy a PS5, especially nowadays when a PS5 is like $800. Absolutely, yeah, just do that. Because everyone is fucking loaded, right? Everyone is just fucking rich. For the most part, it seems a new game bad. Last game was so much better. Is it the next game? It didn't repeat. Yeah. I start to see more and more positivity around Rise. Or at least I saw that when Wilds was still running like garbage. But now that Wilds actually runs well on PC, I don't see as much praise of Rise anymore. So I think it was just a cope. It was just them coping with that Wilds ran like shit. But yeah, new game bad, last game so much better. It's the endless cycle. That happens with Pokemon too, which is so funny. Like, remember how outraged Pokemon fans were about Sword and Shield? And now people look back fondly to Sword and Shield. It's funny, people letting Rise. No, Rise is an underappreciated gem for its time. Rise being good day one, what do you mean? But what I heard, people hated on Rise because it was Switch exclusive. And a lot of world players were on PC. I think that is why. Rise was ultimate an unfinished game at release. If the game was missing because of the disruption from the seas that YouTube doesn't like getting a name that happened in 2021. Yeah, COVID happened. By the way, that YouTube censors COVID is so fucking stupid. It happened, get over it. That's when the last gen I felt fondly of was Gen 7. Yeah, but Gen 7 was also considered big garbage and now people are nostalgic for it. I still don't really like Gen 7. Gen 7, like Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon. Great RPGs, mediocre Pokemon games. Kind of the same way I view Free Houses. Sword and Shield debut, this is ass. Scarlet Violet debut, Sword and Shield was goated, and this is ass, yeah. But I wonder if the same thing will happen with Winds and Waves, because Winds and Waves looks really good right now. Like, I've seen people soften on Scarlet Violet already because of the Switch 2 update. Because the Switch 2 update actually fixes the performance issues. Humans hate change done. No, humans just hate everything. Also, outrage gives you internet brownie points and people love that shit. People do anything for attention. What gives more attention to negativity, right? That's why everything new is bad, not because it's actually bad. Like, most new things actually pretty baller. But you know which tweets get commented on, which videos get clicked on, which streams get viewed. The ones that shit on new thing. Like, who's gonna watch like a video essay on why something is good if there's someone else who did a video essay on why the same thing is bad? Right? What's like Monster Hunter made it, the movie? Should I do a react to the Monhan movie? Should I? But much more likely to recall a negative interaction, not positive one. Yeah. But it also depends. Like, the thing that stands out the most is the thing that confirms your own bias. And people are so fucking negative all the time nowadays. A bit of mine, and I always do Diablo's chalk on stream because of that movie. I will give that movie that didn't exist one thing. The sense of the Moses were good. Bear. watched a video on the movie, but I didn't see the movie itself. Also, that there was a collab between the movie and World, and they had to remove the collab for some reason. I have a DVD of the movie Vegas. The movie is starring Resident Evil protagonist Ms. 𝘕𝘠𝘠𝘠. I have no idea who that is. I don't watch movies. And I don't know actors. I only know get the actors who are part of memes. The adaptation was on The Flash, huh? Now you know the best monster adaptation? It's fucking Dragon Hunters. That fucking French-German cartoon. Remember that shit? That's the best Monhan cartoon I've ever seen. We're just star of her husband's movies. Oh, nepotism, got it. The reason was she was a star was because her husband was a director, huh? I heard the movie was bad. I'm gonna check it out myself to judge it either. Never heard of that. Movies are peaks and... Okay, wait. You don't know Dragon Hunters, hold on. That is a core childhood memory I unlocked recently. It was so good. Let me show you. Nobody know this cartoon. Oh god, you remember it? Wait, I remember the 3D movie. Oh, the 3D movie was garbage. The 3D movie was absolute garbage, but the cartoon was so good. I love the cartoon, right? It was so good. Basically, I just hunt a new dragon every episode. It's literally just Monster Hunter. With super cool dragon designs and shit. I was so autistic about this show when I was a kid. But if you're ever bored, check out Dragon Hunters. The cartoon was so good back in the show. Yeah. It's like 20 years old or something. But it was so good. One of the few good European cartoons. I'm gonna try to do it. Also, the main theme song is just so good. I can't play it because it's, you know, a real song. But just go on YouTube and search up Dragon Hunters opening. The vibes are immaculate. Wait, Dragon Hunters Dragons. Look at these fucking designs. Look at them. They are so cool. I said it came out back in 2008. It started in 2006, but it was a French-German creation. So it probably just took a while to be brought to other places and dubbed and shit. They have so many creative dragon designs and shit. It's really cool. If you're bored, watch it. I haven't watched it in 20 years since it came out. since it was on TV, but I remember it fondly. It's really cool. I did it in 2016. But it's just a core memory unlocked since we talk about Monhan adaptations. And this is the best Monhan adaptation. Trust. European animation we know of is Open Star Race. I never heard of that. I never heard of that. It's not pseudo anime. I have the Wikipedia open. Countries of origin: France and Japan. So I think it's an outsourced cartoon. That happened a lot with European shows that were outsourced to Japan or America. Like, did you know that fucking 𝘕𝘴𝘦 is anime? Or the Heidi cartoon is anime? Did you know that? Even though they're German shows. It did, but other than a couple of movies, did they ever make a decent series movie on the *** comics? The live action movies are really funny. I don't know if there was a cartoon. But yeah, Heidi's and yes, Swiss anime. Heidi is Swiss, by the way, if you didn't know. If my mom ever saw it, nice. Is it really an anime? It was animated in Japan. So yeah, it's anime. Seriously surprised that they wouldn't have made a series of those comics. Many of them. All I see is the live action stuff and a 3D animated movie. But it seems to be a series from the 70s, actually. No, there's an animated movie from 76. But yeah, it's just movies. This is anime. Yeah, Heidi. It was literally all Japanese that made it. But it's based on Swiss folklore. So, yeah. But then it counts. I thought it's just normal cartoon. Dude. You know 𝘕𝘴𝘦? Maya the Bee? Or whatever? That's anime too. You know the stop motion Rudolph thing? That's also Japanese. That's also anime. But let me double check. 𝘕𝘪𝘸. I'm pretty sure it's anime. It shows me the book, not the fucking cartoon. Yeah, it shows me 𝘕𝘕𝘠 in parentheses anime. But it was in collaboration with Germany and Austria. But it was animated in Japan. But was commissioned by ZDF and ORF. But it's anime. On the wiki it says original language Japanese. Actually, a lot of old, like 70s, 80s German cartoons are actually anime. From my knowledge. Which it wasn't like, because they all said it's a cartoon. Yeah. Like, I think when we were kids, it was depending on which network it was playing. Because when there's a cartoon on ZDF, you just assume it's a German-made cartoon. Not anime. But if it's something playing on RTL 2, you assume it's anime. Right? Also, 𝘕𝘰 the Viking is also anime. An old Pinocchio cartoon is also anime. And the old Sinbad cartoon is also anime. Now proceed Max. But I currently use to watch anime and wrestling. Imagine watching TV. But yeah, all these shows are like from the 70s. But yeah, did you know, since I just revealed to you that 𝘕𝘰 the Viking is anime, that it was a huge inspiration for One Piece. So without Germany, we wouldn't have One Piece. It's good to show how much outsourcing work Japan did in the 70s and 80s. Yeah. Like without Germany commissioning 𝘕𝘰 the Viking, we wouldn't have One Piece right now. That is legit. Oda said himself that he loved watching 𝘕𝘰 as a kid. And that it was a huge inspiration for One Piece. So without it ZDF commissioning that, we wouldn't have One Piece. No, Sun Wukong is just the inspiration for Luffy, not for the entire series. Okay, now, things take inspiration from multiple places. Obviously, nothing is just one reference. But of course, there's Journey to the West inspiration when the product is literally monkey. There's a lot of inspirations One Piece, but I remember him saying in an interview that 𝘕𝘰 the Viking was like the core inspiration. The audio is 𝘕𝘰 for One Piece, yeah. it's also, I think, why Elbaf is so cartoony. Like, more cartoony than some other One Piece arcs. Three of the Souls games use a lot of stuff. Berserk, the first game, yeah. Inspiration good. Plagiarism bad. Remember. Spends a lot, not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, for those who are up to date with One Piece, like, all the dream nightmare monsters, they look way more Western cartoon than anime. That makes sense. It's inspired by Ultra 7. No, it's inspired by Dragon Quest. What do you mean? I mean, Guts was also an inspiration for Ike's design in Fire Emblem, so yeah. Like, there are some franchises that have inspired so many other works. Like, Berserk is one of them, Dragon Ball is one of them, JoJo's is one of them. It's interesting. The idea of capsule monsters came from Ultra 7. I never heard of that. Oh! I remember the main dude. I know Ultraman, I didn't know Ultra 7 is a thing. But the inspirations are interesting. Like, when you think about it, if one inspiration didn't exist, a series you love could be completely different. If you think about it, or not exist at all. Like, how would the Souls games look without Berserk existing? How would Pokemon be without Dragon Quest? How would One Piece be without Wicked Viking? It's very interesting to think about. What gave Oda the idea for my favorite devil? What is your favorite devil fruit? I mean, most devil fruits are just vibe-based. Except the story-relevant ones. Gura no mi. The tremor fruit. White beast fruit. I mean, I don't think there was a big inspiration for that. Just Whitebeard is the strongest man in the world, so he needs a strong devil fruit. That's probably it. I would not Blackbeard have it. Yeah, but like the thing Oda is really good at is backshadowing. Like, people say he's good at foreshadowing. No, he's good at backshadowing. Because most of One Piece is just random bullshit he came up with in a moment. Like, the Seven Warlords, impulsive change to the story. The Worst Generation, impulsive change to the story. And so on, right? So maybe he will add significance to it. But I think the original concept behind the fruit is just, oh, Whitebeard is the strongest man in the world, he needs the strongest devil fruit. And what is stronger than fucking earthquakes, right? Especially for a Japanese person. Everybody's broken as heck. Yeah. That's why we don't see it. We saw it at the Summit War, where we saw the strongest characters we knew at the time clash. So of course there gets to show off, to see the actual pinnacle of the world's power. And now we haven't seen it because Blackbeard has kind of been in the background. Because it's so powerful. The Blackbeard will have for yes, same here, because his whole thing is 3 things. Like, it's Jolly Roger's 3 skulls, he has 3 pistols, he has 3 missing teeth. And so on. This whole shtick is 3. He has, tied his beard into 3 pieces and so on. What is it, Luffy already with some people who got the name for a while? What do you mean? Looking, I don't watch the anime, I read manga only. Or do you mean how there's barely any secret characters anymore? Is that what you mean? Surprise, I mean, is Loki also a key character? I mean, yeah, so? Waiting for the big bad character to finally appear. Is there about to an Elbaf, but man, the pacing. That's why I read the manga. The manga has actually good pacing. But no, the question is not when will we see the final big bad, right? The question is, who of the ones we know is the big bad? Because we have Blackbeard, in the manga we have Emu revealed now. Like, what is left? Because those are the 2 options for the big bad of the series. Right? And they're both revealed, and we're still in Elbaf. The question is, who of these 2 is the big bad? Many people are sad that Emo is a male person. I mean, you don't hear me being not disappointed that it's not a hot woman. But like, Emo has always used male-coded language in the Japanese original dialogue. Emo has always been male-coded. They probably just saw one sexy femme emo fan art and thought, oh, that has to be canon. Yes, but I think it would be both. The big bad of the Marines. Big bad of... No. Emo is not the Marines. Emo is the world government. The Marines are kind of their own thing. So it says to make a new one. Nobody passed him. Because what I think will happen is that the Marines will also be against the world government. The government controlled. Yeah, but with how things are happening right now with the Marines, in the final war, they're not gonna fight on the side of the world government. How I see it. Because 𝘔𝘰𝘠𝘕 doesn't like how the world government is doing shit. Everything is set up for the Marines to be against the world government. It just needs to finally happen. Sakazuki just needs a final push. And I think the reveal that there's a demon being the king of the world would maybe be that push. There would be everyone against Emu and the God's Knights. Is what I'm picturing. The Gisuru ending Vegapunk is best friend. If you remember this right. Yeah, did you also remember him then just completely logging out from the rest of the fucking arc? Also, Kizaru was the one who fed Luffy. So Luffy can fight the 5 elders. So they already show cracks. With Kizaru. Like Kizaru said himself, he's just a cog in the machine. But even he was broken by the machine. And that says a lot. And Sakazuki has been frustrated with the world government ever since he became Fleet Admiral. And you know, Kusan fucking left the Marines because of how things are evolving. Maybe that Saint Saturn got what he deserved. Yeah, sure. I love to hate Saturn. Saturn was honestly one of the best villains One Piece ever had. Like, I'm so tired of today's world where every villain has to be redeemable or whatever. And Saturn just being pure evil was so refreshing. It was so fucking refreshing. Because nowadays every villain has to have an understandable backstory and be super sympathetic and maybe have a point and be redeemable and blah 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 blah. No, let a villain just be pure evil for once. Because they are fun. Pure evil villains are so underrated. Or like there's a twist villain who doesn't get to show off their evilness the whole time, because why let a villain do villain things, right? That's why I don't consume much media anymore, because everything is so stale and boring and sanitized. We're making backstory for Kaido and it backfires on everyone so fast. Stop. The reason why Kaido's backstory backfired is because there was barely any story in the backstory. That's the reason why. Of all the Beast Pirates, I only feel bad for King, that's all. Yeah, because King got an actual backstory. But we get more Kaido, or we got more Kaido, depending on which One Piece media you consume, through the God Valley flashback. We got a lot more Kaido. I think that's the reason why we got such a bare bones Kaido backstory in Wano. Because we have to explore, like, Roche's era at some point, right? That's where even they'll see more Kaido, because that's when Kaido was a rookie. Right? This is some more Big Mom, and so on. Rumors said Queen is the father of... No, that's confirmed. Oh, they confirmed that in SBS. That's actually real. That's why you gotta read the SBSs. Because there's basically anything canon that Oda doesn't want to draw is in the SBSs. Basically. And the SBS also confirmed that Zoro is originally from Wano, or his family is at least. Because he couldn't fit it well into the story itself, and thought it was irrelevant. Maybe bad for whoever his mother is. Why? What's wrong with Queen? But yeah, Queen was a mad scientist with Judge, and he's a clown and Vegapunk, right? And then Frankie got hit by the train and had to repair himself. He ended up on a mad ship. And there's kind of a theory that Queen actually left the ship there for Frankie. That's kind of the running theory, because it has been confirmed that Queen is Frankie's dad. But Frankie repaired himself on old Matt's ship. Not Matt's, yeah, Matt's ship. Which is assumed to be Queen's. Also, that's the reason why in Wano, Frankie and Queen never are in the same room. So Oda didn't have to bother. Because then you would need to explain it. But yeah, you should really read the SPSs, because there's a lot of info that gets confirmed in them. The matter about that, You finally get more Zoro and expand Zoro, and he said it wasn't relevant. Okay, but was it relevant? Is anything missing from the story if you don't know that Zoro's ancestors come from Wano? Does literally anything change about the story? Same with Queen being Frankie said, does anything change about the characters or the story? Also consider if you're an anime watcher. That would have added like 20 more episodes, just saying. Just saying. Then Queen would notice that Frankie's his son. We didn't talk for decades and Frankie changed. Okay, so. But yeah, I think ever since Whole Cake Island, people think that family relation of the Straw Hats are really important and that everyone is someone important. No, it's just Sanji. Because it is relevant to Whole Cake Island. It doesn't, but a little more for Zoro's character is not much. Yeah, but the SBSs exist for that. But ever since Sanji and the Windsmokes were confirmed to be like important people, everyone thinks that every Straw Hat has some hidden relation or something. or important the positions or whatever. But no, they're just goobers. I gotta be honest, I don't really give a shit about Zoro ever since the time skip. Pre-time skip, he was awesome. Post-time skip is kind of boring. He's just here for cool fight scenes and that's it. All the other Straw Hats are so much more interesting. Like, I'm watching through One Piece with a friend and we're just being in Skypiea. We just arrived in Skypiea. And Zoro is such a much more interesting character in old One Piece. I do prefer Frankie's dad is queen. His father is the dragon that always looks fierce. Robin with her mom and O'Hara. And Sanji as mentioned. Instead of them have important characters. Yeah, but it doesn't matter is the point. I need to power up Usopp. No, they don't. The whole thing with Usopp is that he's just a normal guy. That's his whole shtick. Like, he has already, like, super advanced observation haki. The only thing I need to do with Usopp is make him use pop greens again. He makes like 1 or 2 attacks per arc. He just needs to do more. Like, during the early days of post-time skip, he had such creative use with the pop greens and shit. Now he barely does anything anymore. First, I know he doesn't have it yet. He unlocked it in Dressrosa. What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's not awakened, but it's unlocked. He has confirmed observation haki. Isn't anything with Usopp in Elbaf other than I see myself? Are you anime or manga? Was asking. Which ones other than that I've not seen again. Yeah, because he's unaware of it. It's like Zoro used Conqueror's Haki on accident. That happens a lot actually. Especially with the Straw Hats. That he was Haki on accident and later on learn what it is. Or that they have it. It's a whole shit that happens so often. Like Luffy used Conqueror's Haki in Marineford and we didn't even know what Haki was back then. Okay, I cannot watch that anime. It's good looking, but I'm used to reading fair. Should have tell Zoro that since he can feel. Yeah, but Luffy doesn't give a shit. That's the thing. Luffy does not give a single shit. That's Luffy's whole character. Luffy cares and Loki insulted Shanks though. Well, yeah. Because Luffy idolizes Shanks. I think insulting Luffy's hero and Luffy telling his homie that he has haki are two very different things. Just very different. Luffy cares about a handful of things. Shanks, his crew, the friends he makes in the new islands, and food. Those are the 4 things Luffy cares about and nothing else. That's literally it. And the hat, yeah, the hat. I mean, he only cares about the hat because Shanks gave it to him, so I think that it gets included in the Shanks category. But yeah, the hat. And I count Ace and Sabo as the friends he made on Dawn Island. This one was up to be much involved in Elbaf than what it is going on now. I mean, Usopp called Imo a coward to his face. I think that's being very involved. Like, expecting massive combat prowess from Usopp is just the wrong expectations. Maybe it's more a bad character before Imo shows up. Like, Usopp got beat up by Imo controlling Gunko. It was like, hey Imo, you're a fucking coward, come here yourself. And Imo said, alright, bet. That is very involved in the arc, I would say. In my personal opinion. I just think you need to have the right expectations with the right character. Like, you know, people were like, oh, Egghead is gonna be Frankie's arc, Frankie's gonna get a power up. Oh, what if he gets the green blood thing and gets devil fruit powers through the green blood and shit? And then nothing happened because that's just not who Frankie is. Right? Usopp being like full combat dude just isn't him. Expecting to see that from Usopp just because it's Elbaf is just the wrong expectation. Like, again, it's like it all goes back to Whole Cake Island, because Whole Cake Island was very clearly Sanji's arc. And since then, the One Piece fandom is like, oh, this arc is gonna be this character's arc. Like, oh, Wano is gonna be Zoro's arc, Egghead is gonna be Frankie's arc, Elbaf is gonna be Usopp's arc. Just wrong expectations. Don't get me wrong, you don't expect Usopp to be powered up by something in Elbaf. I just wanted to see him be involved as a character with the island itself. So people in the books are getting it. Should mind to be honest. Brook needs it. Brook was amazing in the Whole Cake Island. Honestly, every time Brook is involved, he's always the GOAT. Brooke is always the fucking goat. In every arc he does something. Like when you have like characters like Brooke or Usopp, Nami and so on that barely do anything usually. But when they do something, it stands out and leaves an impact every time. Like Brooke getting the rubbings of the poneglyph in Whole Cake Island and having a one-on-one with Big Mom. Like what? Even if he loses? Like holy shit. Usopp saving everyone on Dressrosa. What did Nami do? Nami doesn't really do anything, honestly. But yeah, those two are always the goat when they do something. Like every time. Robin is also more of a background character, so I'm happy she got the focus she needed on Elbaf. With meeting Saul again and shit. Dude, the chapter where Robin and Saul meet each other again, it made me cry. The book is already dead, so you can risk more. Exactly. But no, people underestimate Brooke. Just because he usually doesn't do much. But in general, he's very capable and very strong. He's just more low-key. I think people just have this expectation with Usopp because he is one of the OG 5. I think that's why people have such huge expectations with Usopp. He's one of the East Blue 5. Like, Nami has gotten very powerful, especially now that she has Zeus. Like, ever since she has Zeus, she's very capable. Usopp just doesn't have really much. And I think that's okay. Because he's not supposed to have much. He's just a normal dude in a world full of freaks. That's his whole deal. And I mean freaks in a good way. Who's the vice captain? Like it or not so? Sanji never showed interest in being the vice captain. What do you mean? Sanji has beef with Jinbei now because Jinbei has a higher bounty than him. Also, people, the One Piece community is so stupid. Like they say, oh, Jinbei kicked Sanji out of the monster trio, right? But no, actually, he kicked Luffy out of the monster trio because Luffy is so far above Zoro and Sanji now. But now the monster trio is Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei. But people are stupid. Does she have some rank rivalry stuff because Zoro mocks him with his bounty? Yeah, but it's just bounty stuff, not rank stuff. Like the roles on the ship are very clearly defined and they're okay with that. It's just some numbers bullshit. But Sanji has never been like, oh, I should be vice captain. He's never done anything in that direction ever. German version twisted a bit with oh yeah, the German version is bad, by the way. I didn't know if you know that, but the German version is pretty bad. Like, of course, they have the rivalry stuff going on. Because Sanji's always playing catch up to Zoro. But they never had any quabbles about the roles on the ship. What Japanese titles to read? German or English subtitles? And arguing who's stronger or better, I don't think there's ever been a photo Franks. Yeah, English. Okay, good. Because Japanese translates even worse to German than to English. Also, usually, German localization is based on the English localization, which makes it even worse because it's a localization based on a localization, which is very cringe. It makes it even worse. Sweet, yeah. Like, I can't go back to watch the shows I watched as a kid in German. It's just because I experienced the Japanese. Like when I rewatch like old Digimon or old Pokemon, I can't watch that shit in German anymore. I have to watch it in Japanese. Because it's just so much better. Even though German dubs back then were really goated. Back in the 90s and 2000s. Like, German dubbing back then was really good. And now it's kind of garbage. Also, German is cringe. I find German so cringe to listen to nowadays. Like, just in general. Even though I grew up with it. But yeah, media is just always better in, you know, as close to original as possible. As people cared for the work back in the day, yeah. And the only German dub thing I still check out are the anime all-stars. Because the German opening and ending songs and insert songs are so fucking good. Like, they're all still goated, still hold up. So good. And I'm sad they don't exist anymore. The anime all-stars. They were so good. Because now they just don't make dubbed openings anymore. My favorite voice actors of Dragon Ball Z work with One Piece. Oh, that's cool. The problem I have with like dubs in pretty much any language is that it's always like the same 20 voices you hear. And it's just so boring. Like, it happens also in games, but there aren't really that many games that have voice acting. But, like, you always hear like the same 20 voice actors in everything. And it's so boring. She was a true voice of Kusukyon. I don't know who that is. I know who Odin is. I don't know who Morgenstern is. Dubs have fallen from grace. And I just cringe. Shemais of Son Goku with Dragon Ball Z. Okay. I didn't watch Dragon Ball as a kid, so I still don't know who that is. But yeah. But they... Third One Piece girl, all of them. All of them. Next question. Dude, the women in One Piece are so fucking hot. Even the ones that are not supposed to be hot are fucking hot. How does Oda do that? But Carrot is one of my One Piece waifus. I just added her to Tomodachi Life because it's funny. But like, have you seen a prime Big Mom? Like, hey yo, I would also make like 10 kids with her. But no, One Piece women are just so fucking hot. All of them. Well, most of them. Some are not, but most of them. And the ones that are not visually hot, not physically, visually hot, they have attractive personalities. Like think Daran, or the teacher on Elba, I forgot her name, Angie, I think. They have pretty personalities. Oda just gets women. He knows how to do women. He doesn't know how to make them capable in combat, but he knows how to make them hot. But okay, I think I'm gonna end stream now. I'm getting hungry and it's end of stream time. Let's see who we can raid. Also, sorry, Monhan Music has to go. She got a good claw. Dude, Tashiki was always hot. What do you mean, eh? Tashiki is also in like my top 5 One Piece waifus. Who's probably gonna get added to my Tomodachi Life. I love Tashiki. Because female things considered. Yeah, I think so. Oh, but not even more. I mean, all they did is give her even bigger tits and give her long hair. And that's all she needed. To be hot post-time skip. And I approve. We're gonna rate Alice because she's the only one live. She's trying to animate right now, it seems. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for watching this scuffed ass stream. I don't know what we do next week. I'll figure it out. So yeah. Next thing is gonna be first time we do Tomodachi Life, where something will happen. Also, I added like 7 new Miis to Tomodachi Life that we will introduce to the other islanders. next week. So yeah, check out the sponsors. We are sponsored by Not People, Humble Bundle, and my Nintendo store. We also have merch over on candles and physical products, and if you use code onyx15, you get 50% off of candles, and soap and stuff. Follow me on Blue Sky and join the Discord if you haven't yet. And I see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.